Hey there, friends. In this video, we have some awesome news. We have awesome things happening. We also have some confusing things happening, but no worries. I'm going to get them all cleared up for you in this video. So let's get started with this week's Dollar General penny list beginning on Tuesday, May the 6th. Let's jump right into it with our clearance updates. And this is where the confusion begins, but again, no worries. So we have on the memo this week, it said Q2 hardware. What I have decided to do, as you can see right now on your screen, is rename these categories. That is not to confuse you. It's actually to simplify things for you. Dollar General has changed the names of some things. They've also made some very complicated, and they've actually we got two fall hardwares running. Things are an absolute mess. So in this video, we'll go over the names that I've changed and the names that Dollar General is referring to these seasonal categories so that you hopefully will not get too confused. Let's start off with this Q2 hardware. I will be calling this Smokezilla hardware. And why is that, you ask? Because that's the products that are included in this list. Dollar General did send out an itemized list of all of these items and all of the seasonal categories this week, which is awesome, so that I knew exactly what to tell you and what to look for. This category is Smokezilla products. Now, a couple of these are already slightly reduced in their price, but they will go 50% off their current price on Tuesday. Again, you may hear others refer to this as Q2 hardware. Again, I'm just going to go with some descriptive titles that are actually helpful and useful for you so that you do not get confused. Over here, we will be calling this Smokezilla hardware. Let's move on to the next clearance update. Next up, let's talk Easter. We have the Easter candy going to 50% off. I'm going to let a few visuals scroll for you. The visuals we chose for the candy are the ones that could possibly be missed. So they're kind of more hidden. So keep an eye out for the ones you're seeing. I will be getting you a video out. I was going to put it out earlier today, but we had the other surprise pennies pop up. If you haven't seen the surprise penny video I put out earlier today, you may want to go check that out. Now I'm going to go back and revisit while these are scrolling the changing of the seasonal category names. I know some of you may not like that, may think that might cause more confusion. I do respect your opinion highly. Wait till the end of the video, and if you still feel that way, let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, and next up we have the Easter seasonal and the stationery party items going to 70% off. Again, this will start on Tuesday the 6th. There are some hidden type items. I've kind of thrown them in here for you. This one right here is definitely a hidden item, so definitely keep your eyes peeled for that, as well as these sticker books. They do have an Easter design, but as you can see, they do have that yellow sticker, not the typical that greenish, bluish, seafoamy color, the pastel color. It doesn't have that sticker on it, so definitely look in your regular book section for those. While these are playing, if you could, hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't already. We are heading into some huge fun. We're already started with it, with penny items, clearance event, and more. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn your bell to all. And next up, we have another name change, and I'm going to explain to you why so that it's not so confusing. Okay, what used to be called Select Stationery, name picked by Dollar General when these first started their clearance cycle, they now want to call these Fall Stationery. That's what they're changing this to this week per the itemized list that they sent. But unfortunately, we already have a category that was called Fall Stationery. So this is why I am changing the names. This is going to get crazy confusing for you guys. So I am letting these scroll. But what we are going to call these over here, as long as you guys find this simpler and not even more confusing, is Sweet and Salty Snack Stationery. Because as you can see, this is stationery items that have sweet and salty snacks. Now, it's not only the sweet and salty snack themed. As you can see, here's a disco ball, and there's also some pens and some markers, but there are a lot of items that are Doritos and Twizzlers and gum and Cheetos and all kinds of fun stuff. So I decided sweet and salty snack stationery. So when I refer to this category, you will know immediately what I'm talking about. What they also did was got rid of a lot of items that were on the first itemized list. More coming on that probably in Tuesday's video. Okay, next up we have Aged Electronics. I'm not changing this name because they did not change it on us, and this one has remained Aged Electronics. However, they too did shorten the list. So again, I'm definitely going to put out a video for you guys Tuesday morning because I want to review some of this stuff, update it, and let you know what's going on with these shorter lists. But I also have something else really fun for Tuesday morning. So make sure you tune in right here on Kristie's Connections YouTube channel on Tuesday morning for some more fun. Moving right along, we have the gray diamond socks. These are currently 50% off, but they will be going to 70% off on Tuesday. Here are some examples of what you are looking for, and it's exactly what it sounds like. You're looking for a gray diamond on the tag, and if you find them, you're good to go. Of course, give them a scan. Make sure they are in fact scanning for 70% off, and you have found the correct ones. And next up is going to be the gray star socks. Those are also going to 70% off. Now, the gray diamond and the gray star, it might be a little bit hard to find. They have been out there a little bit, but you definitely want to search in with your other socks and just see if they're mixed in there. But these have been around for a little bit, maybe a little bit harder to find. Should have warned you guys this was going to be a long video, but there was a lot that we needed to go over. Lots of stuff is happening. And again, there is some confusion, and it is my goal when you leave my video that you have a more thorough understanding of what's going on than you did before you hit play. So hopefully that is the case. Let's move on to another one. We're going to just breeze over this one. This is going to be the masks. They are going to 70%. More information to come on those. Okay, let's move on to another confusing one that, yes, my friends, I have renamed. Now, this one is going to be gaming stationery. This category used to be called, per Dollar General, fall stationery. I know, confusing, right? Now they want to call this one RTS stationery. You may be realizing now why I decided to change the names. This could get crazy confusing, not only for me, but for you guys as well. So, as long as you guys agree that this makes more sense, we will be calling these gaming stationery, and I will stick to these names and I will not change them. Let me know again down below. Is this helpful to you? The last thing I want to do is cause you more confusion for those of you that do watch other creators, because I imagine they're still going to refer to these as the names that Dollar General is giving them. Okay, on to the next markdown. Super exciting is Brown Dot Home will be going to 90% off on Tuesday. So I'm going to let some visuals scroll. Please keep in mind, we have lots of hitting and following for a brown dot, and I do mean lots. Something interesting on these following though, whenever I was doing your NCI pennies, I made an accidental discovery that my website apparently can only hold 250 visuals at a time. And yes, gang, we had more than 250 NCI pennies that pennied on Tuesday. So I did start you guys a page 2 for your NCI penny list. Be sure and check that out over on kristiesconnections.com. But it also got me thinking about Brown Dot, because I know we exceeded 250 visuals for you guys on Brown Dot. Sure enough, when I went and checked out that page, there is an awful lot missing. So what I have done is started you a hidden and following Brown Dot page where I will put all your hidden, your following, and even your excluded. It will be on its own separate page. The regular Brown Dot will be on its own separate page. So I hope that made sense. Now, I have not completed them yet today because in addition to redoing that, I also needed to redo all these seasonal categories that I changed names of, because I can't simply change the name of a web page. I have to delete it, start all over and rebuild them. That is another reason I wanted to change the names, so that if they keep changing names on these categories, I don't have to keep redoing backgrounds and web pages. So be on the lookout for those new web pages through the night, and tomorrow I have them built. I just need to load them now. All right, gang, moving on to our penny list. That begins on Tuesday, May 6th. Is going to start with the Blue Dot apparel and accessories will be going to 1 penny. I'm going to show you just a couple visuals. As with all of these seasonal categories, gang, with the exception of the mask, we do have full visual web pages for all of the categories that we have been talking about. Make sure you head on over to kristiesconnections.com. That is your best resource for penny shopping and clearance shopping visuals. I will put a direct link in the comment section down below to my website. Hit the dashes in the upper right hand corner and then go down to seasonal visuals. So like I said, Blue Dot, we have found lots of hidden and lots of following. Look in your toy section for these. There's a blue dot on the back. Now there are some yellow dot ones out there, so be careful of that as well. Okay, I want to talk about the hidden items. If you've been with me for a bit, you know of all the hidden items we have found, there's quite a bit that are not marked with a blue dot, but they are following the markdowns of Blue Dot. We have seen where some of these have been re-stickered with a new UPC. If you've run into that, friends, do not peel that sticker off and try to get it for a penny. That's illegal. That can get you in trouble. It's just not worth it. But also, having said that, you also need to make sure if you do find some of these hidden items, they're all over my website. If you do find them, make sure you scan, because they may no longer be following the Blue Dot markdowns. Here's an example of one of them right here, and someone did find this exact one stickered over. So just be very careful with that. But we're not done yet. Let's move along to the Gray Dot apparel. Not a whole lot to say about this one. It's the things that we've talked about in the past. It's going to be your winter wear. There also are some slippers. If you notice, we had some in the Blue Dot. There are also some that are Gray Dot, but there are also some that are Yellow Dot out there. Be careful. They look identical, but some of them are Yellow Dot. They're going to be full price. Make sure you're checking your dots. Make sure you are scanning. Don't forget about the Mission Ridge, the sweatpants and the sweatshirts, as well as the Bobby Brooks sweatpants and sweatshirts. Look for the clip strips hanging for your hats, gloves, mittens, those sorts of things. Also included is the high school apparel. They have the shirts and they have the pants, as well as the college apparel. So be on the lookout for all that fun stuff, because that's Gray Dot. Here's some thermal underwear, all a penny on Tuesday. Now let's chat super quickly, because you know what socks are, about the red triangle socks. Of course, these are going to be socks that have a red triangle on the tag. These are going to be winter socks, the warm, fluffy, thick socks. None of the little thin ones. Those will not be part of this. You are specifically looking for, like these, the boot socks and the thick winter type socks. There's also some little cute slipper socks. You're going to see them, I believe, right here. There they are. They're super cute. But that's what you're looking for with Red Triangle. Those two will be going to a penny on Tuesday, along with the calendars. Calendars, this one again, not a whole lot to say on this one, but these are an example of what you are looking for, and these will be a penny. It is also, there are some notepads out there, some refrigerator notepads, desk calendars, wall calendars, pocket calendars, and more. So those are what you're looking for with those. Give it a scan. Make sure it is included, as always, with your Dollar General app. Still not done, because Tuesday's gonna be amazing. So we have the fall hardware going to 1 penny. I'm gonna show you a few examples of the fall hardware items, and this is basically what you are looking for. Now, these novelty gifts I'm showing you right now, they do have a brown dot on them. That does not mean brown dot is going to a penny. These brown dot novelty items always follow fall hardware, so they will be following the fall hardware markdowns, which means they will be a penny. However, the other brown dot items that aren't like the ones you're seeing on your screen, those will be going to 90% off. Now let's talk winter hardware. It too will be pennying on Tuesday. Lots of fun winter stuff in here. There is shovels. There's some snowball makers in here. There is some snow markers in here. There's fire logs. There's lighters. Don't forget, we've talked about this every video that I've talked about winter hardware. This is the lighter you're looking for, not the one with the red background. That is not the one you are looking for. Also some Duraflame items. So the hot hands, the body warmers, the lap warmers, the foot warmers, the toe warmers, the hand warmers, all the warmer stuff. These are normally everywhere. In my area, I'm not seeing as many, but we did have a couple storms this year, and I think people bought them all up. So that is everything going on Tuesday. That was a long one. I apologize for making it so long. That is never done to fluff or stretch a video. It's truly because if it's a long video, that means we have a lot to talk about that I need you to know to succeed. Look for lots of helpful links in the comments section down below, and I would greatly appreciate it if you give me your feedback on the changing of the names to names that Dollar General aren't calling these things, but I feel might be easier for you guys. Definitely want your feedback on that. That is all I have for you in this video. Make sure you check in over here on Tuesday morning. Stay beautiful, stay kind, stay amazing, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye, friends.